So it's 4:31 a.m. on Friday the 29th of May 2026. I just left the gym. I was the only one there. There were two other people, or three at the beginning. I didn't e-transfer, so I have to go pick up the money before the government takes it. Yesterday was such a terrible day at where I worked. Well, it ended up okay. No, it started okay. Sorry, because of the class I teach there, people are lost, and so I slow down the class, and then it ends up I have no time at the end. So this is what happened yesterday. Less time, and then of course, one person is completely failing. That's not the problem, because it was the same thing last time. When that happens at another place I'm teaching, it's okay. I take the time with them. But it's here, it's the person who's in charge. It's always rushed, it's always fucking stressful because of this bitch, you know? And so I ended up leaving over an hour later, you know, and she's like forcing me out, pushing, you know, closing up and all that stuff. And it's like, and I took some more contracts with her. It's just, it's either, or this motherfucker, you know what I mean? I almost lost my cool. I really did. Probably, and then I couldn't go to the gym after that. I was low blood sugar. It's like she avoids giving lunch breaks, so it's all completely straight up 5 hours, you know. So I have to eat in between. And imagine the other people going hypoglycemic. It's completely. I just realized that yesterday. It's completely disrespectful and completely a really bad management. Well, that's why their business closed. Half their business. And she's an employee, and she. You know what I mean? So. Anyway, so then. I was like, okay, I was like giving signs like, do I need to. I have to, you know, disinfect the mannequins and all that. And she's like, oh, you just have to do the mannequins. I cleaned up everything. I'm like, that's your job to clean up everything anyways. What are you talking about? Anyways. So I ended up, you know, staying longer to disinfect the mannequins. And I was like, can you, you know, she only got three right on the exam. And she needs help with that. Anyway, so she did take the time with her. Because otherwise she wouldn't be able to leave. I'd be there for like another 2 hours, and I'd be like, how much do I charge you? And then, anyways, I ended up saying at the end, how much do I bill you? So she added an extra half hour. So it's like, all right. But I was this close to saying, you know, we're going to stop this relationship. I was so close. So then what's even worse is that she's going over with her being patient, and she's not a patient person at all. It's completely not her personality. That's why she got into an accident last time. No, a big ticket. But she's putting on that air, right? Because she's doing it to keep her job, you know, to look good. And that really pisses me off, because that's not who she is as a person. Right? And she goes, oh, it's the language. She hasn't been in the country for that long. It's the language. Oh, look at it. And saying, oh, we have to do everything we can to make sure they pass it or understand or whatever. Good. Then you take the time with it, which is what she did, because it was like, I would have had my last straw. What I'm trying to say is the fakeness of the working there that really pisses me off. And it really affects the way things go near the end, because near the end and everyone's fucking up, you know? And I have no time to change it around, and I'm not going to get paid anymore, and it's like, it's really bad. So Yeah, I need to vent. So it's 11:12 a.m. Sunday, the 31st of May, 2026. I have to get a bus pass. But my internet was cut off. At least it says suspended. I had to find a way to pay it, and it didn't work with the credit card because I have a pay-as-you-go credit card, and it was whatever. So I just transferred it to the bank, and it'll still take a few days, but it seems to be working still. So they said that June 27th it would be cut off. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's slowed down. I don't know. Anyways, as I'm getting out of my anxiety, I cleaned up. I threw out a lot of the cutlery that was given to me a long time ago that I don't use. I would always have everything here. I just have a ladle and a spatula that I found, and a spoon. Sorry, it got cut off. That I found in the street last summer. And I had in one of these videos where I did that, where I found that. Anyways, I made fast decisions. I just kept like 5 spoons, 5 bigger spoons. Enough to say I have some, but not to overflow this. Because there used to be a lot hidden. I have to clean the drawer, but whatever. And then I got find something to do with that. But it was a step I wanted to do. I still don't know what to do with the rags yet. Hair elastics. Well, I started using them again. So there's that. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I had bought that. But anyways, I'm going to go to another gym. Well, first I'm still getting ready. I'm going to wash my face. So I have to at least try to get my mood up so I can continue with my day and my mood with doing stuff and building confidence each day. Yeah, I found Mylan Kicks. It was on Daily Motion, and it kind of buffered a lot. And then that's when the suspended account kicked in, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to try to sit there. I'm going to do other stuff. And I brought all the cutlery that I got rid of downstairs. Hopefully no one will touch those knives and cut themselves. They're in bags. So that's how I get rid of these bags, by using them. I only have condiments there that don't fit into the Lazy Susan, as we call it. Still trying to get my mind on right, so I'm not ready yet. I have to get another hockey bag. So I'm going to go to the gym where the hockey bag is being sold and get groceries and all that stuff. But everything closes at 5, so, just calming down. I'm already on a little bit of caffeine, but I'm not completely there. I had to cancel my doctor telephone call because she never answered. And the deadline was the 31st. And so I'll have to make another one. But that's, when doctors are psychopathic, you need a psychopathic personality to be a doctor. But my first instinct is just say fuck and not go back again. But I'll have to make another appointment because I can't listen to my immediate impulsive need to want to die. I woke up at around 7:40 something, so I went to bed around 11 something. So I got a lot of sleep. That's why I'm all fucked up. But I got to finish the stuff I needed to do for one of my, the community center job contract. Organizing all the bills and putting the papers away. That took a few days. There's other things I needed to do. I needed to contact another contract person to fill out that because they changed owners, and I just don't have the time now. I have to contact St. John Ambulance because I had done that to sign up with them and do first responder stuff. Like all those little steps, and I don't have the time to sit down and do all that. And I'm working tomorrow. Like everyone else, overwhelmed maximally and trying to just manage life, Things fall to the wayside. I'll get a suspended notice on something like I did today, and I have to deal with that and stop everything else. I'm not the only one, I know that. It's 3:33 3 a.m. I got in the gym around 2:30. Well, I started around 2:30 something, and I stayed under an hour. I only had like half of a caffeine, not even half because it wasn't cut right. And yeah, I did the same chest as last time. I'm really very lightweight because I'm trying to get my shoulder right. So it's really, as I realized with yesterday too, my left serratus, it's very atrophied because it doesn't pop out like my right one does, and that's why that shoulder's all effed up. And it always takes a long time to trial and error to figure out what works, what doesn't work, or what the problem is. But these past few times, I've been able to lower the weight, keeping the tension on my left serratus and pushing with my left serratus. It's waking up more. And yesterday when I was doing the overhead dumbbell tricep extensions, a little bit, it's been working a bit, but doesn't pop out, So I have to work on that. So it's the first thing that fatigues when I'm doing that. Anyways, always starting from scratch with certain exercises. But yesterday was so grueling. I did PRs with preacher curls. I'm on 80 pounds for about 7 reps. The overhead dumbbell extensions, is it 15 or 20? I think I did the 20 pounds. It helps a lot for feeling the stretch, so it really worked my triceps. And I do more sets now to keep the volume up, And then lateral raises I built up to my left shoulder, it's always wonky, but I went a little heavier yesterday, so I was trembling in bed, right? It's weird, and they're small muscle groups, right? But I woke up before my alarm sounded. Anyways, the point of all this is I have to leave by 7:15 max. And I'm going to go and take a little decompression nap. Trying to play with that to see how that will help me throughout the day. And if I can manage, gym tomorrow with a little nap, power nap when I come back, not taking in too much caffeine, trying to fit in squeeze into little naps. And on sometimes do 2 a days. I don't see how I'm going to be able to do it the next 4 days, but we'll see. It's always an experimental phase.